Hello, friends and neighbors. This is Tony Barge, and it's time for the Country Caravan Show on WXED FM.
I live one day at a time. I dream one dream at a time. Yesterday's dead and tomorrow is blind. I live one day at a time. I guess that you're surprised to see me back at home, but you know how much I miss you when I'm gone. Wished I didn't have to follow, and perhaps I won't in time. I live one day at a time. I live one day at a time. I dream one dream at a time. Yesterday's dead and tomorrow is blind. I live one day at a time. See that sparrow flying across a cloudy sky. He's looking for a patch of sunlight. So am I. Don't ask how long I plan to stay. It never crossed my mind. I live one day at a time. Yesterday's dead and tomorrow is blind. I live one day at a time. I live one day.
Hello, friends. This is Tony Barge. Welcome once again to another episode of the Country Caravan Show right here on WXED FM 107.3 in my hometown of Elwood City, Pennsylvania. Also broadcasting over the internet. Go to WXEDFM.com. Click on the Listen Live button for the live streaming feed of all of the WXED programming. Welcome to today's show where we play classic traditional country music. This past week, myself and Tiffany were down in Texas for a few days, and I'm going to tell you what, they really like that good old classic traditional country music down there. We spent a night up in Ennis, just below Dallas, and then we went to Austin and to Granger, Texas, where I met up with my friend Greg Showman and his wife, and we sang at the Cotton Club Steakhouse down there. And then we went to Austin for the night and on down to Lukenbach. I've never been to Lukenbach, and it's quite nostalgic, and I got the opportunity to sing there and really had a great time. And I'll tell you about some of the rest of our travels later on in the program. But speaking of Lukenbach, let's get today's show started with Dale Watson, Everybody's Somebody in Lukenbach, Texas.
somebody in Lukenbach, Texas. There ain't nobody here. Everybody's somebody in Lukenbach, Texas. Relax, kick back, have a beer. It's a special little Texas town, about big as a minute, and it's sure more special now that you are in it. Everybody's somebody in Lukenbach, Texas. There ain't nobody here. Special little Texas town, about big as a minute, and it's sure more special now that you are in it. Oh, everybody's somebody in Lukenbach, Texas. There ain't nobody here. Everybody's somebody in Lukenbach, Texas. There ain't nobody here. 'Cause everybody's somebody here.
That's Dale Watson and a song called Everybody's Somebody in Lukenbach, Texas. A nice country shuffle there, a good song. And right now I'd like to feature another guy who was big on the classic country music scene in Texas for many years. And we lost him here just about a year ago, but his music lives on. And I'm talking about Curtis Potter. And here's Curtis as he sings a nice country song called You Comb Her Hair Every Morning, a song that George Jones also covered. Here's Curtis Potter.
Wondering who I dream about, and if I've met someone who thrills me so. Well, I finally met a girl who turns me inside out. I'll tell you about her, for you ought to know. You comb her hair every morning and make sure she dresses just right. You comb her hair every morning and put her to bed every night. When she's around me, sometimes I can hardly speak. I stammer and I act just like a fool. And just to hold her hand in mine makes me feel weak. You know her, honey, don't you know it's you? You comb her hair every just right. You comb her hair every morning and put her to bed every night.
That's Curtis Potter as he sings You Comb Her Hair Every Morning. Right now, I'd like to slide a little Dolly Parton song in here, especially for my friends Don Humphrey and his sister Pat Swick, who are steady listeners to the show, and also to Mr. and Mrs. Joe Bognosky here in Elwood City, and to Viola and Anna Parisi, and to all of the folks at Crescent Place and at the Elwood City Moose Lodge. Here's Dolly Parton, one of her big hits, I Will Always Love You.
a minute there. The man beside you, he looked so satisfied, knowing that's his wedding ring you wear. It cost him nothing for a lifetime in your arms, but I'd give all I own for just 1 minute there. Just 1 minute there.
What a voice that man has. That's the incomparable and unmistakable voice of Ronnie Millsap. Ronnie, he loves that good old classic country music, and that's an old Johnny Paycheck song that he covered, a song called For a Minute There. That's Ronnie Millsap. Before that, we heard Dolly Parton, I Will Always Love You. And one of the nice things about having my own radio show, I could play some of my own music once in a while. And here's a song from my 2002 album, Empty Places, and I hope you enjoy this.
You don't know who I am, but I know all about you. I've come to talk to you tonight about the things I've seen you do. I've come to set the record straight. I've come to shine the light on you. Let me introduce myself. I am the cold heart truth. There is a woman we both know. I think you know the one I mean. She gave her heart and soul to you. Only broken dream. You say you're not the one to blame for all the heartache she's been through. I say you're nothing but a lie, and I'm the cold hard truth. All your life, that's how it's been. Looking out for number one, taking everything you can, moving on when you're done. With her you could have had it all. A family and love to last. If you had any sense at all, you'd go and beg her to come back. You're nothing but a fool. The way you run away from love, the way you try to play it cool. I'm gonna say this just one time. time is running out on you. You best remember me, my friend. I am the cold hard truth. You best remember me, my friend. I am the cold hard truth.
That's a song there that was written by Jimmy O'Neill and was recorded. It was a big hit for George Jones back around, I guess, around the early 90s maybe. It's called The Cold Hard Truth. That's my rendition. And you can find that online free of charge if you look around on YouTube and some of the music sites. That's yours truly, Tony Barge, The Cold Hard Truth. That's from the album I did in 2002 called Empty Places.
Broadcasting live from Trump Towers.
Wait a minute.
Now, hear this. The best radio station in the world. Is right here, right now.
This is Tony Barge, and you're listening to the Country Caravan Show on WXED FM 107.3 in my hometown of Elwood City, Pennsylvania.
It seems you think that 45 is just a little too old now. But I'm not ready yet to be put out in the cold now. I've got plenty of good love left, woman, if you'll just use it. You know, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. And I can play a symphony of love, like 1,000 violins singing from above. You're gonna really miss my loving one day when you lose it. You know, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. These specks of gray that's in my hair just make me look distinguished. They don't mean I'm over the hill, baby, I'm not extinguished. There's plenty of young girls waiting for my love, honey, they won't refuse it. They know the older the violin, the sweeter the music. And I can play a symphony of love, like 1,000 violins singing from above. Miss my loving one day when you lose it. You know, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. I can play a symphony of love, like 1,000 violins singing from above. You're gonna really miss my loving one day when you lose it. You know, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. And I can play a symphony of love, like 1,000 violins singing from above.
That's Hank Thompson and the Brazos Valley Boys, Country Music Hall of Fame member, the late Hank Thompson. When Hank played music in this part of the country, I used to get a phone call from him once in a while to play bass behind him, and it was always such a pleasure. If you look around on YouTube, you'll find some video there where I'm on stage with Hank Thompson performing, and he was always a gentleman, and the audience really loved him. The legendary Hank Thompson and the Brazos Valley Boys, the older the violin, the sweeter the music. One of the nice things about our recent trip to Texas was I made a lot of new friends down there, and I'd like to play a song for you by a lady that I met down at Arky Blues Silver Dollar Lounge down in Bandera, Texas. We had we just sat around in a circle of chairs with guitars and mandolins. We had a saxophone there, and we just we didn't have no microphone, so we didn't pass the mic around, but we just went from one to another singing songs, and we had such a great time that night down in Arky Blues Place in Bandera, Texas. And I met this lady there, and she sings a fine song, and this happens to be a song that she wrote, and I'd like to introduce you to Kathy Bauer.
I'm the other woman, the one you don't love. I'm here for your convenience. I'm the one you'll give up. Even though I love you more than she does, it's the other woman that you think you love. And I can't help but wonder, what is it you see inside that other woman that you don't see in me? I'm so tired of hurting, making believe that I'm the one to run to, and she's the one you'll leave. I'm the other woman, the one you don't love. I'm here for your convenience. I'm the one you'll give up. Even though I love you more than she does, it's the other woman that you think you love, and it's the other woman that you think you love.
That's Kathy Bauer. She's a new friend that I made down there in Texas, Tiffany and I, and she sings a fine country song. Not to say that she doesn't write a really good country song as well. And her last name is Bauer. Look her up on Facebook. Tell her you heard her music on the Country Caravan show. Her name is Kathy, Kathy, last name Bauer. And Kathy also hosts a radio show, and it's on at Tuesdays at 2 p.m. It's called Troubadour Road, and you can find her by going to tabcradio.com. tabcradio.com. Kathy, if I'm wrong on that, please correct me. And her program is on every Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m., and she also told me that she'll be featuring some of my music on her show, and I appreciate that very much. And I'd also like to say hello to Michael. I don't know if I can pronounce that last name, Kathy. Michael Brazard. and he plays drums for Kathy, and he also sings a mighty fine country song. Some of our new Texas friends that Tiffany and I made here in the past week or so. And let's continue on with some more music. You're in tune with Country Caravan Show on WXED-FM.
You've made me everything that I've turned out to be. In very few words, I can tell you where everything went wrong. 2 arms, 2 lips, too lonely, too long. 2 arms that almost died from loneliness. 2 lips that cried with a hunger for your kiss. Or too many empty nights I've laid awake till dawn. 2 arms, 2 lips, too lonely, too long. You'll never know how much it hurt to know you never tried to wake all over for your touch and then be denied. When other arms were offered me, it was easy to go wrong. 2 arms, 2 lips, too lonely, too long. 2 arms that almost died from loneliness. 2 lips that cried with a hunger for your kiss. Or too many empty nights I laid awake till dawn. With 2 arms, 2 lips, too lonely, too long. 2 arms, 2 lips, too lonely, too long.
Now that's some good country music there. That's the sweet voice of Tia Goins, and she got some great instrumentation and musicians behind her there, nice arrangements. 2 arms, 2 lips, too lonely, too long. That's the word two spelled a lot of different ways, I guess there, but boy, it sounds good when you put it together. Hey, Tia, get on our Country Caravan Facebook page and leave a note for the folks that love you here on the Country Caravan Show. And I'd also like to send that out to you to our mutual friends, Dick and Dana Vernon from Butler, PA. They just love your music, as a lot of us do. That's Tia Goins. I hope you enjoyed that. Continuing on with more music here on the Country Caravan Show. Well, that's not exactly classic country music, but I thought I'd throw a little curveball in there. Does anybody know what that is? That's the theme song from the Johnny Carson's Tonight Show. Just throwing in a little nostalgia for you there. And here's Johnny of Another Color. Here's Johnny Cash.
The lady came from Baltimore, and all she wore was lace. She didn't know that I was poor. She never saw my place. I was there to steal her money, to take her rings and run. Then I fell in love with the lady and got away with none. The lady's name was Susan Moore. Her daddy read the law. She didn't know that I was poor and lived outside the law. Her daddy said I was a thief and didn't marry her for love. But I was Susan's true belief, and I married her for love. I was there to steal her money, to take her rings and run. Then I fell in love with the lady and got away with none. The house she lived in had a wall to keep the robbers out. She never stopped to think at all that that's what I'm about. I was there to steal her money, to take her rings and run. Then I fell in love with the lady and got away with none. Then I fell in love with the lady and got away with none.
Time comes, I know that she'll be leaving. When those friends of hers start calling her from town. So I live and wait for Shelley's winter season. When her troubled moments bring her back around. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. She only seems to need me now and then. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. But she's mine alone till springtime comes again. When Shelley's painted It's then she finds the need to come around to these arms of mine she knows are always waiting. But she'll leave when love has thawed the winter ground. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. She only seems to need me now and then. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love, but she's mine alone till springtime comes again.
Well, it really tears me up when I hear a hurting song. And I'm someone who likes a good cold beer. Baby's gone, and after hurting all day long, my heart feels a need to come in here. 'Cause I need soft lights and hard country music. Those cheating songs assure me that her leaving's are real. 'Cause I need soft lights and hard country music. A steel guitar and a dim lit bar knows exactly how I feel. Well, the tempo's up, the lights are low, and I'm a-getting down with that woman that I met in here last night. She's hurting like I am, and we don't give a damn. So play that country music and keep it tight, 'cause we need soft lights and hard country music. Those cheating songs assure me that her leaving's are real. Yes, we need soft lights and hard country music. A steel guitar in a dim lit bar knows exactly how I feel. A steel guitar in a dim lit bar knows exactly how I feel.
We've just heard music from Mo Bandy, Johnny Cash, and Merle Haggard. I hope you're enjoying the Country Caravan show here today as we play some classic traditional country music on WXED-FM. I'm your host, Tony Barge. I would like to let you folks know that I have a GoFundMe page set up with a very modest amount of money we're trying to reach to have a musicians and / country music fans picnic this summer, probably around August 20th, a tentative date. And I'd like to invite you to go look for that on GoFundMe if you can help out with a little contribution there, or send your checks to P.O. Box 346, Elwood City, PA 16117. No donation is too small or too large. Everything will be accounted for and handled through an attorney, and hopefully we can get together a really nice picnic this summer for our country musicians and country music fans. Right now, I'd like to feature another song of my own here. I hope you might. This is something that I cut at Wes Homner's studio back in 2002 down around Mahoning Town, if you know where that's at. Mahoning Town is just a little town off the side of Newcastle, PA, and he had a great studio there at the time, Rosewood Studios. This is a song that I played guitar on and some bass, and Joe Black played the pedal steel guitar, Donnie Sheehan on the fiddle, Randy Humphreys played some bass, and Derek Edwards on the drums. And I hope you might enjoy this. It's called Talk Back Trembling Lips.
Talk back trembling lips, shaky legs, don't just stand there. Don't let her know she's getting through to you. Talk back trembling lips, burning eyes, don't start crying. Heart, don't let her know that you're breaking into. Every day our love's a battle royal. Dear, it seems that fighting is all we do. But if I let you know how much I love you, you'll do things to me you shouldn't do. Talk back trembling lips, shaky legs, don't just stand there. Don't let her know she's getting through to you. Talk back trembling lips, burning eyes, don't start crying. Heart, don't let her know that you're breaking into. Every time you up and hurt my feelings, I pretend it couldn't matter less. I'm just hiding all of my emotions behind a broken heart, I guess. Talk back trembling lips, shaky legs, don't just stand there. Don't let her know she's getting through to you. Talk back trembling lips, burning eyes, don't start crying. Heart, don't let her know that you're breaking into. Heart, don't let her know that you're breaking into.
That's yours truly, Tony Barge, and a song called Talk Back Trembling Lips. I hope you enjoyed that. Right now, I'd like to send this song out especially to the Kraling family, to Beasley, and to Deb and Marvin and Donna and Jeannie. They asked me to play a song for them on today's show, and I'd like to also send this out to Tony and Cindy Machiko up at Parkstown Lounge in Newcastle. One of their favorite songs, You Lay So Easy on My Mind.
You lay so easy on my mind, oh so easy on my mind. Whenever I need you, all I have to do is close my eyes. You lay so easy on my mind, yes, so easy on my mind. Wrap me in your warmness and let me feel your body touching mine. Everything you say and do finds me wanting more of you, and each moment brings to life a million dreams. Heaven's something real, it's something I can feel when I feel your angel touch all over me. You lay so easy on my mind, yes, so easy on my mind. There's not a part of me that your sweet love don't reach to satisfy. Every day I need you more. You're the one I'm living for, and the best you'll ever give, you've given me. You completely satisfy every need I have inside, and I pray you'll never take your love from me. You lay so easy on my mind, yes, so easy on my mind. There's not a part of me that your sweet love don't reach to satisfy. No, there's not a part of me that your sweet love don't reach to satisfy.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out a cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
Of course, that's the unmistakable Kenny Rogers, and I'll send that out to all my poker playing buddies here in Elwood City, to Gordon and to Beasley and to Humphrey and Lumley and Patty, and there's a bunch of poker faces in this old town, I'll tell you that. And we get together and play just about every week some Texas Hold'em poker, and I'll send that out to all of my poker playing buddies in Elwood City. Before that, we heard Bobby G. Rice singing You Lay So Easy on My Mind. And it's time for the gospel segment of the Country Caravan Show. And today we're going to feature Merle Haggard as he sings Life's Railway to Heaven.
Life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer that's brave. We must make run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curve that fills the tunnels, never falter, never fail. Keep your hand upon the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels want to join us in that praise forevermore. As you roll across the trestle, spanning Jordan's swelling tide, you'll behold the Union Depot into which your train will glide. There you'll meet the superintendent, God the Father, God the Son, with a hearty, joyous greeting. Weary pilgrims, welcome home. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blessed shore, where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore, in thy praise forevermore.
That's Merle Haggard and Bonnie Owens as they sing Life's Railway to Heaven on the gospel segment of today's program. And thank you, folks, for tuning in. I want to ask you, please, to go to Facebook and look for Country Caravan and hit the join page. Send me your letters and personal notes. I appreciate that. It lets me know that you're out there listening and gives me an idea of what you'd like to hear on the program. That puts a wrap on another edition of the Country Caravan Show. And as always, I'd like to thank the folks at WXED for hosting my program every Saturday afternoon from 4 until 5 p.m. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and have a great week.